Welcome to AO26 Blind and Low Vision Showdown here at the National Tennis Centre at Melbourne Park as part of the Australian Open. Welcome to what is a new initiative here from Tennis Australia and the AO, where we get to see some of the world's best blind and low vision tennis players taking part in this nation versus nation contest. So what you'll see across the next couple of days is some fantastic matches from our B1, B2, B3 and B4 athletes taking part in matches in a team-style environment. So we have Team Australia up against Team World. First match up on court number 2 today is between our B1 competitor from Australia, Tess, Whelan, and B1 female competitor from Japan as part of Team World, Yumi, Yukota. So make sure you tune in and watch the rest of this game across the day here on Blind Sports Australia's Facebook Live stream. We will have various matches on Court 2 and Court 3. If you want to watch some of the other matches that are taking part, Blind Sports and Rec New South Wales, ACT, are live streaming as well, and they will be covering matches on Courts 1 and 4. Their first match up on Court number 1 will be between Isaiah Muller from Australia versus Naki Rizvi from Great Britain as part of Team World. So if you want to be able to catch that match or watch it later on, go across to Blind Sports and Recreation New South Wales ACT Facebook live stream and you'll be able to catch all that action. So as you can see, players just down on court getting some final instructions and a couple of photos. For those who haven't watched blind and low vision tennis, a few changes compared to what you would normally see. So we use a different sort of ball. It's a slightly larger ball. It's about 9 centimetres in diameter. It is made of a dense foam with a rattle inside, so players are able to hear what's going on. We also have the situation where players, depending on their classification, are entitled to have some extra bounces, which is fantastic. So for our B1 athletes here, our B1 athletes are those with little or no vision at all. So also you will notice that they are wearing blockout shades. So they actually get 3 bounces on the court, and the court itself is modified. You might see a few extra lines you might normally see on a tennis court. So these are to actually reduce the size of the court itself. So our B1 athletes will have 3 bounces and a smaller court. As we get into our other courts across the weekend, our B2 athletes don't have to wear eye shades. They will be on a more traditional blind low vision tennis court size, but they will also have 3 bounces. Our B3 competitors have a little bit more vision. They'll have 2 bounces. And conversely, our B4 athletes who will also take part on the same size court as our 2 and 3 athletes, but they'll just have the 1 bounce. So that's the real basics around what's happening. Size of the tennis rackets, generally the same size as your normal tennis rackets. It's really modification to the ball, the number of bounces allowed. So that's it in a nutshell in terms of what you need to know about blind low vision tennis to be able to watch the action and understand the changes that will take place. So the team format itself, the team format will be a series of singles matches across B1, B2, B3 and B4, and both men's and women's. We'll then move into doubles and mixed doubles across the rest of the weekend. So our singles matches will be worth 1 point as part of the team style of play. We'll then move into our doubles where we'll have some 2 points that are on offer. And then finally, at the end, for the final team mixed across B2, B4, we'll have 3 points on offer for the teams, both in terms of the singles B2 to 4 and the doubles B2 and 4. So at the end of the weekend, with all those points on offer, we'll see which of those 2 teams, Team World or Team Australia, come out on top. So make sure you join us. A big shout out to all of those people who are joining us from across the seas, not only here in Australia. I know there's a lot of interest from various countries around the world. Blind low vision tennis is a fast growing sport. So you'll see lots of people who are taking part both here on court today, but also playing around the world. So make sure you join in across the rest of the weekend and enjoy the action. As I said, players just getting the final instructions from the chair umpire, and we'll be able to have some action soon. So as you look down on court, Tess Whelan, obviously in the yellow and green, from Australia. Tess is 29 years of age, from Melbourne, here in Victoria. It's a world ranking of number 9 and the number 1 Australian ranked B1 player. She's a member of Whelan Tennis Club here in Melbourne with coaches of James Wong and Travis Chan. Her opponent, Yumi Yukota, is from Ahimi in Japan. She is the world number 4 ranked B1 athlete in the women's B1. She will have down on court, you'll see a support person with her. That is Junko Katsuda. She's actually mother of Arado Katsuda Green, and a shout out to Arado, who is one of our really strong young B4 athletes in the blind and low vision tennis space. And Yumi is 69 years of age. So players just going back to their seats. As I said at the start, our B1 athletes won't have any vision out there on court, so we'll require some assistance across the day from some support. So big shout out to Tennis Australia volunteers and staff who are on court today to assist us with not only the distribution of balls, but also to better help guide people on court. Now you'll see the athletes just feeling the court at the moment. The lines that you see that have been put down today at the end of the courts actually have tactile lines. So there's a bit of string underneath the tape that's there. That will help players to understand where they are on court. So there'll be you'll see a slightly longer end. That will have some lines there that are tactile at the end of the court where Yumi's just feeling at the moment. That actually has tactile lines as well. And that'll help players to understand where they are on court. What you'll also notice as players do their warm-ups here, and you may or may not hear it, is that the person who's serving will ask if their opponent is ready. And if the opponent says yes, then they'll say play and they'll serve. And they've got a couple of seconds to get that serve in to make sure it's fair for everybody. So just reminding you that 3 bounces are allowed for our B1 athletes. So what you'll notice, particularly with our B1 athletes, it'll be a slightly different style of play. Some of the play can be a little bit more scooping in action, just to better get the ball over the net. Obviously, with some other courts not happening at the moment, it's difficult. They're relying fully on their sense of sound to understand what's going on. So with distraction, sometimes a little hard to pick up where the ball is. So we will see sometimes in the B1 games that players may not be able to pick it up. So serving becomes a really valuable tool in the style of play. So if you're a good server as a B1, generally you do pretty well and you'll get a lot of those points. If you can actually return the ball back into play, just like Tess has done there, just into the net, if you can get that back over the net as a returner in B1s, then you're doing very well and you're a really good chance to get a break on serve. So they're the things to look out for in this particular match. Shout out already to those people who are commenting on our Facebook page, Lizzie Fanshaw and others. Hope you enjoy all the action across the day. Make sure you tune in, as we said, either to the Facebook live stream on Blind Sports Australia or on Blind Sports and Rec New South Wales. We have Jason Stubbs, who's doing the calls there for us across the day. Players just finishing their warm-ups here. Of course, this event is now part of the Australian Open here in Melbourne. What has been a fantastic couple of weeks already across the Melbourne Park precinct with some phenomenal games in a whole range of disciplines. So not only have we had qualifying almost 3 weeks ago now for the main draw competition, we've also had participation in our deaf and hard of hearing competitions, our wheelchair tennis, standing tennis, and also in the intellectual impairment tennis categories across the last couple of weeks. So fantastic to have the BFL tennis as part of this wonderful experience here at the Australian Open. So a big shout out to Tennis Australia and the wonderful teams here at Tennis Australia who have put an amazing DEI program in place and create some opportunities which just aren't available elsewhere around the world. So a big shout out to Tennis Australia in terms of what they've been able to do. So final instructions here from the chair umpire. 1 minute to go. So for those who do have limited vision, closest to our camera in the red top is Yukota from Japan. And the top of your screen currently in the gold top and green shorts is Tess Whelan from Team Australia. As you can see here, not only do we have some assistance needed from a vision perspective, but also for Yumi, who doesn't speak a lot of English, we do have Junko on the sidelines who's able to provide some assistance as well, which is why we'll see at times we'll see two people providing that assistance, as opposed to Tess will just have someone who may help to guide her at times. So that's time. So players get ready to start here. And it looks like it'll be Tess Whelan to serve from the top of your screen. Tess gets us underway. That first serve just goes a little wide. Second serve coming up. That's a good second serve there from Tess Whelan. Oh, good return just over the net there from Yukota. And she gets the opening point in this match. Really good return. Love 15. Tess now to serve from the ad court. Good serve there from Tess, right down the middle. Yeah, really good ace. You're not able to get that back over the net, so 15 all. Another good first serve there from Tess Whelan. Yeah, goes past the racket of Yukota there. Tess moves out to 30-15. Tess to serve the ad court. First serve into the net. Second serve. Good second serve there from Tess Whelan. Just bounces over the racket there of Yumi Yukota. Tess moves out to 40-15 here in the opening game. And for those wanting to hear the scores in the other game, currently 1-1 in the match between Isaiah Muller and Raki Isvi on court number 1. Really good first serve there from Tess Whelan. Lovely return there from Yumi Yukota. Down the line, Tess Whelan not able to get that back. Scores now moves to 40-30. Good first serve there from Tess Whelan. Goes under the record there of Yumi Yukota, and that's first game there for Tess Whelan. She leads 1-love here in the first set. Players just changing ends. So scoring in this match is similar to traditional tennis, so big difference will be 2 short sets with a first to 4 by 2 game in each set. Then if we're squared away at 1-1, we then have a 10-point match tiebreak in the third set, which will determine the winner. So players have now changed ends. So it's Yumi Yukota, who will be serving from the top of your screen in the red shirt. Tess Whelan now at the bottom of your screen in the green and gold of Australia. Underarm serve there from Yukota, just into the net. Second serve. Good for second serve there. Good serve there from Yumi Yukota. Outside the racket of Tess Whelan. So Yumi goes out to 15-love here in the second game of the first set. So good first serve there from Yumi Yukota. Bit of spin, goes past the racket of Tess Whelan. Yumi moves out to 30-love here in the second game. Yumi to serve. Not just good. Good first serve. Oh. Underarm serve takes a bit of bottom spin on that one. Chops it out. And Tess will not able to get there. Yumi goes out to 40-love. As for those who can see, Yumi serving with a very different sort of style. Generally an underhand serve where she's chopping the ball, so make it quite hard for her opponent to get a feel for what the ball's doing and where it's going. Tess just trying to orientate herself on the court at the moment. Just getting a little bit of assistance, get herself back into where she needs to be. Once again, those tactile lines really help players to understand where they are on court. So Yumi just feeling for the line herself at the top of the court. So Yumi to serve at 40-love. First serve, overhand serve this time, goes into the net. Second serve. Good second serve from Yumi. Tess gets there, gets the racket onto it, unfortunately not able to get up and over the net. So that's game to Yumi Yukota. One game all here in the first set. So that's Tess to serve now from the bottom of your screen. Good first serve from Tess Whelan. Nice and deep. Yumi not able to get that ball back over the net. So that's 15-love to Tess Whelan in the third game. Tess serving from the ad court. Good serve, right down the tee. Yumi, good return, just goes a little wide. So it's 30 love for Tess Whelan. Tess getting ready to serve here. First serve just goes wide. Second serve. Oh, second serve just clips the net and goes over, fortunately, into the net. So, second serve, let there. These matches will play the let. Oh, second serve's a fault into the net. 30-15. Test serving at court. It's a good serve. Run the corner. Under the racket there of Yumi. But will get that back. Test goes out to 40-15. Yumi just getting a bit of clarification there from her assistants from Junko. Just asking the chair umpire a question. Can't quite pick up exactly what they're trying to clarify at this stage. It may be to do with sound or something happening on the other court. So just clarifying on the first court, current score is 3-2 in the match. So it looks like on serve in the other match taking part at the moment. Just to confirm, the score is currently 1-1 here in the first set. Tess up 40-15 on serve. Looks like we're all good to go again. Tess Whelan serving from the bottom of your screen. Oh, good serve right up the tee there from Tess Whelan. Past the racket of Yumi Yukota, and that's game to Tess Whelan. She goes out to a lead of 2-1 here in the first set as players look to change ends. So we've got a nice build-up of people up here in the gallery watching these games. It is a closed environment here with the Australian Open taking place, but a nice bit of atmosphere taking part. Family, friends and supports from both all players here at the Open and courtside here. So a bit of atmosphere, a bit of tension in the air with this new format with the team style environment. So just really good to see. I was just getting a bit of clarification with Jack, who is our tournament director, getting some clarification on what the issue seems to be. suspect it is something to do with some noise. Certainly, as you would imagine with our B1 athletes, fully relying on the sound that around them, not having any access to any vision at all. Any distraction of sound can become difficult to be able to pick up exactly what's going on. So Junko just coming out to clarify some of that feedback to Yumi. So it's Yumi Yukota to serve from the bottom of your screen in the red top. Currently trailing 1-2. Good serve, good chop. No chance for Tess to get that one. Underarm serve chop right down the middle. She moves out to 15 love. Yumi just getting a feel for where she isn't caught again. First serve. That's a good first serve right down the middle. Tess gets a rack on it. Unfortunately, not able to get the ball back over the net. So Yumi moves out to 30 love. Yumi to serve. Let on that first serve. Good chop serve there from Yumi. Tess, no chance to get that one. Yumi moves out to 40 love. Underarm serve there from Yumi. Just catches the outside line. Tess not able to get that one back over the net. So scores now move to 2-2 here in the first set. So Tess to serve the bottom of his, top of your screen, sorry, in the gold top. First serve just goes wide. Second serve. Good second serve there. Good second serve there from Tess. Yumi not able to get that ball back over the net. Tess goes out to 15 love. Just serve from the head side. Good serve from Tess. Down the middle. Yumi not able to get that ball back. Tess moves out to 30 love. Serving from the juice side. First serve goes wide. Good replay point there. Yumi not quite ready for the return. Just orientating himself again on the court. Good serve. Oh, good serve there from Tess. Yumi just gets the ball over the net. Unfortunately, goes a bit wide. Tess moves out to 40 love. Test to serve at court. It's a good serve. It's around the body of Yumi, who gets the ball back over the net. It's a great return there from Yumi Yukota. Test not able to get that one back. Score moves to 40-15. Every return in these B1 games is so important. Test serving with the juice court. Serving at 40-15. That's a lovely deep serve there from Tess Whelan. Nothing Yumi could do about that one. And that's game to Tess Whelan. She moves out to 3-2 here in the first set. Players just changing ends. Players just catching a drink at the stage. It's quite humid and warm here in the National Tennis Centre. Sun just started to come out outside. So the environment will get a little bit warmer in here. So scores in the men's B1's singles match. Carrying the second set. First set 4-2 to our British competitor. Currently 1-1 here in the second set. Naki looks like he's doing it quite well on that first set. Remember, if you'd like to catch the action in that particular game or watch a replay, Blind Sports and Recreation New South Wales ACT are covering that game. So you better catch all the action, all the replay, and hear Jason Stubbs' dulcet tones in what's going on over on court number 1. Here on court number 2, players coming back out on court. Tess Whelan in gold at the bottom of your screen. Yumi Yukota in red at the top of your screen. Players just orientate themselves. It's Yumi to serve. Just getting a clarification around either the ball or the court at the stage. I think we're right to go. That's Yumi to serve, top of your screen. Good underarm chop serve there from Yumi Yukota. She got that to 15 love here in this game. Currently behind 2-3 here in the first set. Another underarm chop serve there from Yumi Yukota. Really effective here on this court. She goes out to 30 love here in this game. Very different service style than a lot of these players are used to. Very effective. There's a lot of spin on that ball. Underarm chop serve, but beautiful return there from Tess Whelan. Nice and deep. Actually hits the racket of Yumi Yukota. Gets a point. Moves to 30-15. Another underarm spin serve from Yumi. Tess able to get the ball back over the net. Unfortunately, pushes it wide. 40-15. Oh, great serve there from Yumi. Hard serve down the line. She takes the game. Move to 3-all here in the first set. So Tess to serve from the bottom of your screen. Tess just get orientated on the court. First serve. Good serve there from Tess. Good forehand there from Yukota. Unfortunately, into the net. 15-love. Nice solid serve there from Tess Whelan. Tess to serve from the head court side. Good serve there from Tess. Nice and deep. Oh, good purchase there from Yukota on the forehand side. Unfortunately, just clips the tape. Doesn't get over the net. Tess moves out to 30-love here in this game. Tess to serve. Just side. Yeah, it's a lovely serve at the body there from Tess Whelan. Nothing Yumi could do about that one. Tess moves out to 40-love. Tess to serve. It's a good serve. Oh, just under the racket there of Yumi. Tess Whelan wins the game. She moves out to 4-3 here in the first set. Players changing sides. So far this game very much on serve. In saying that, both players are able to get a couple of returns so far in this match. Really important in these B1 matches to be able to do that wherever you can. Puts the pressure right on the server. So as players change ends, this is where your team captains can have a bit of a word to their players, just to sort of get a bit of a G up, a little bit of coaching, a bit of advice, but mainly just to sort of a bit of encouragement, let them know where they're at in terms of their game so far. So down in court we have Nick Bradley, who is the team captain for Australia. Louise Sion is the team captain for Team World, so she's providing a bit of support through Junko to Yumi. play on the other court. Currently 2-all in the second set, so nice and close there. Players coming back out on court. Bit of encouragement from up here in the stands. Just a reminder, Tess currently up 4-3 here in the first set. Yumi to serve from the bottom of your screen. Oh, it's a really good serve there from Yumi Yukota. Tess able to get the racket on, but not get the ball over the net. 15-love. Yumi to serve. Underarm serve. Beautifully down the middle of the court. Nothing Tess could do about that one. Yumi moves out to 30-love. Oh, it's a great serve there from Yumi. Cross-court serve. No chance for Tess to get that ball. He moves out to 40-love. Yumi to serve at 40-love. It's a good chop serve. Nothing Tess could do about that one. Yumi wins that point and the game. We move to 4-all here in the first set. Tie-break situation. Remember, it's 2 short sets and 10-point tie-break to decide the winner of this match. Test to serve, top of your screen. It's a good first serve. Yeah, right on the body. Nothing that Yumi could do there. 1-love to Tess. Yumi to serve, bottom of your screen. Yumi serving. Underarm serve just over the net. Oh, Tess just not able to get that one back. 1-all. The champ just stopping play here. You may or may not notice in the court, just how tactile lines just have been moved a little bit. So, to be fair for all players, the TA staff are on court just fixing that up. Big shout out to Holly and the team for being right onto that. Nice and proactive. That's a million times better. So 1-all here in the tie-break, first set. Give me a serve. Oh, underarm chop serve. Gets the line, spins on the line. 2-1 to Yumi here in the tie-break. Serve now moves to Tess at the top of your screen. Players just waiting as quite a loud truck goes past in the background. Makes a big difference from the audible perspective. Tess is ready to serve now. First serve just goes wide from Tess. Second serve. Oh, second serve into the net. It's a mini break there for Yumi Yukota. She moves to 3-1 here in the tie break. It's just a little confused being in the tie break from the traditional sides they need to beat. So just clarifying. So Tess is to serve her second serve from the top of the screen. That's a great serve there from Tess Whelan. Right down the tee. Yumi still leads 3-2 here in the tiebreak. Serve now passes to Yumi on the bottom of your screen. That's a good serve there from Yumi. Right down the middle. She moves to 4-2. Players will change ends. That's 6 points. We change every 6 points in the tiebreak. Cut the tension with a knife up here on the gallery. People hanging on every shot. Unfortunately, they can't display their pleasure or admiration for the players on court because we need to keep a fairly quiet environment. So everyone's just keeping it bottled up here, but the tension's definitely quite palpable up here. Looks like we're just getting a bit of running repair work with those lines again. Of course, they're not permanent lines. They will move around from time to time when they get trodden on by players, particularly as they move in position or shuffle across the court. It's just making sure those lines are fair for everyone on court. So it's going to be Yumi Yukota to serve from the top of your screen. Currently leading 4-2 here in the tiebreak for the first set. First serve goes wide. Oh, it's been called in. So that's 5-2 there for Yumi Yukota. Takes a very handy lead here. Test to serve, bottom of your screen. there from Tess Whelan. Fantastic serve in the body there from Tess. She moves to 3-5. Tess getting ready to serve. Good serve. Yeah, lovely serve there from Tess Whelan. Past the racket of Yumi Yukota. She brings things back to 4-5. Really needs to get a break here. Get herself back and claw back that mini break. First serve there from Yumi into the net. Good second serve there. Oh, lovely chop serve there from Yumi Yukota. No chance. Tess was going to get that one. Yumi goes out to 6-4 set point here in the first set. Really good serve there for Yumi at the body. Nothing Tess could do about that one, and that is game and first set to Yumi Yukota. She takes a 5-4 in the first set. So players will have a chance to have a break. But what a fascinating first set that was. On serve all the way through, both players being able to get some good returns back in the court. In the end, it was just a mini break in that tiebreaker that was the difference. So Yumi takes that first court, but no doubt there's a lot to go still here in this match. Both players very evenly poised. So it looks like we've just had the conclusion of our men's B1 match. And it looks like the winner was Naki Rizvi from Great Britain as part of Team World. I think he's won 4-2, 5-3. I think it is in the end, the score in that particular match. Quite evenly poised. Of course, Naki is the number one player in the world for men's B1 blind and low vision tennis. So, in some ways, a expected result, but for Isaiah Muller, he's done a fabulous job there. Still quite new to the sport, so to be able to take it up to Naki was a fantastic result, and no doubt will set him up well for the remainder of this tournament. At only 28 years of age, Isaiah is a very talented athlete, involved in a range of sports. So not only is he the men's number one seed in the B1 competition here in Australia, he's also part of the men's blind football team for Australia, currently looking to try and qualify for LA and for Brisbane, and also part of the Australian men's goalball squad as well. So he is a very versatile athlete. At just 20 years of age, he is very focused around what he wants to achieve and showing what he can do across the sporting landscape. So no doubt he'll bounce back after that loss, but very good game from what I could see out the corner of my eye. So players just coming back out onto court. Looks like we're going to have a bit of a ball change at this stage. So stick with us as we get ready for the second set. So players back out on court. So Yumi Yukota at the bottom of your screen in the red top should be serving to get us underway here in the second set. First serve from Yumi goes into the net. Second serve, good cross-court serve there from Yumi Yukota. Tess not able to get that one. And Yumi goes out to 15 love here. First game, second set. So from the outside. That's a good serve there from Yumi Yukota. Down the middle, Tess not able to get there. Moves out to 30 love. Good serve there from Yumi. Ride the body of Tess Whelan. Ball just bounces over the racket. Not able to get it back. Yumi moves out to the 40 love. First game, second set. Oh, good serve there from Yumi. The underhand chop serve again. Been so effective for her. Tess able to get a racket on it, but not up and over the net. So that's first game there to Yumi here in the second set. She leads 1 love. As players look to change ends. So Tess will now be at the bottom of your screen in green and gold. She'll be serving. Yumi Yukota at the top of your screen in red top. She'll be receiving. Good first serve from Tess. Yumi able to get her racket on it. Up in the air, just hits the tape and not able to come back over. So that's 15 love for Tess Whelan. Second game, second set. Good first serve. Down the middle of the court. Yumi, good return. Tess able to get a racket to it, but unfortunately not able to get the ball back over the net from the backhand side. So the score now moves to 15 all. Good serve there from Tess. At the body, Yumi, good return. Able to get the ball back really deep. Nothing Tess could do about that one. Ball just bounces up into the body. 15-30. Good serve from Tess. Out wide to the backhand side. Yumi not able to get that one back. Score now goes to 30 all. Lovely serve there from Tess Whelan. All. Good deep serve again. Just hits the foot on this occasion. Good play from Tess Whelan. She moves to 40-30. Good serve again from Tess. Into the body of Yumi. Got a good return from Yumi. Tess gets the record on it. Unfortunately, it goes wide. And score is out to juice here in the second game. Some really good returning from Yukota in this game. Putting pressure onto the wheel on serve. Yumi just getting a bit of assistance in terms of understanding where she's in court. Okay, we seem to have that all cleared away. So Tess Whelan to serve. Bottom of your screen. Good serve from Tess, right down the middle. Or Yumi able to get a rack on it, and unfortunately plays the ball into the net. So advantage goes to Tess Whelan. Our first juice game of this match so far. Good serve from Tess. Nice and wide. Yumi gets a good racket on it. Unfortunately plays the ball into the net. And that's game to Tess Whelan, as you're going to hear by that applause up here. That's 1-1 here in the second set. Fortunately for these players, with the other B1 match now being completed, you'll probably hear a bit of support coming from up here in the gallery. Something we wouldn't have seen before, just to assist those on the other court. So Yumi Yukota to serve from the top of your screen in the red top. 1-1. First serve goes wide. Once again going for that underarm chop serve. It's done so well for us so far today. Unfortunately just went wide on that occasion. Second serve. Overhead serve on this occasion. Goes the chop again. Different style of serve. Nothing Tess could do about that one. 15-love to Yumi Yukota. Yumi to serve. That side. First serve into the net. Second serve. Good, solid. Second serve underhand, nice and deep. I think Tess could do about that one. 30-love. First serve clips the top of the net and goes wide. Fault on the first serve. Second serve. Oh, it's a great chop serve, but fantastic return there from Tess Whelan. Gets nice and deep on the court. Nothing Yumi got to do about that one. 30-15. Best return so far from Tess today. She's about to get a few back in with that one. Nice and deep at the toes. Once again, 30-15. Yeah, lovely deep serve there from Yumi. Nothing Tess could do about that one. Just bounces over the racket. 40-15. Good first serve there from Yumi. Oh, awkward bounce there for Tess Whelan. Goes up and over the racket. And that's game to Yumi Yukota. She goes out to 2-1 lead here in the second set as players get ready to change ends. Just a reminder that following this match, we move to courts 3 and 4, where on court 3 we'll have Ethan Cook up against Davide Viglianti from Italy. And on court number 4 we'll have Ross Patterson versus Ivan Rodriguez-Deb from Great Britain in what should prove to be some fantastic matches in both B2 and B4 classifications. So make sure you come back after this match and stick with our live streams across the day, where you'll see some fantastic tennis against all of our classifications. So that's time. Players coming back out on the court. Tess now at the top of your screen in the green and gold. Yumi at the bottom of your screen in the red Japan top. Plenty of support here from family and friends for Tess. Maybe Tess to serve. Currently trailing 1-2. Good serve there from Tess Whelan. That's a fabulous return there from Yumi Yukota. Just gets up and over inside the court. Serve there from Tess. Yumi with another deep return. If I could just clip the line. Looks like that ball just clipped the line. 15:30. Good serve there from Tess. Lovely serve into the body from Tess Whelan. Nothing Yukota could do about that one. Back to 30 all. Serve from Tess. Oh, it's a fabulous return there. Fabulous return from Yumi Yukota. Very deep. Tess moved back to try and get the ball back over, but unfortunately not able to do so. 30-40, a lot of pressure here on Tess's serve. Another good serve from Tess, but a good return again from Yumi. Tess able to get the racket onto it, but unfortunately plays the ball into the net. And that is breaker serve, first one so far for the match. Yumi Yukota's way. She goes out to a 3-1 lead here in the second set. Fabulous return game there from Yumi. Some really good solid serving from Tess, but Yumi just able to get the ball back over. Chance for her now to serve for the match. Good first serve. Well, good first serve from Yumi Yukota. The underhand slice again. Tess able to get the racket on it, but not able to get it up and over the net. 15 love to Yumi Yukota. Currently up 3-1. Oh, good chop serve from Yumi Yukota. The ball sliding the other way at that time. Tess just missed the racket. Scores out to 30 love. Deep serve there from Yumi, just goes a little long. Good serve from Yumi, just over the net. Oh, inside out serve. Tess gets a rack on it. Unfortunately, not able to put the ball back over. Yumi moves out to 40 love. And a series of match points here. In what has been a really enthralling B1 women's match. Good serve there from Yumi. Oh, ball takes an unusual bounce over the racket there of Tess Whelan. And that's game to Yumi Yukota. She wins 5-4, 4-1 here in the first women's B1 match here of the AO Blind Low Vision Showdown here at the National Tennis Centre. Hope you enjoyed that match. We'll just log off as we move courts, but make sure you tune in shortly as we move to court 3 for the next match, which will be B2 men's singles action. So we'll be back shortly.